All right. Hello everybody. I don't know if what how the things are, but hopefully this audio is okay. I think that the beginning it's getting too loud, but sometimes it's dynamic microphone. So trying to do my best. And welcome back here. Thank you for all the new subscribers here. Thank you guys for coming in, and hopefully this report works for you. Talking about the energies as you feeling it are changing day by day and hour by hour. You catching up yourself what this report is about. There, at some point, it's gonna begin to make those little shorts. But trying to get more within the actual energies for the day that gonna help you. By the way, what you see on the screen, that is a the mean Lilith, which is the meaning way. It's not the true Lilith in there, but the calculations are the way they are. We're trying to see how to do it, but maybe there is a reason why. Everything has its own reason. But talking about what's going to happen today is you're going to see that the moon, it's going to be pulling away from Mars, which is that is a down below right in here. And as you see it, the moon is in Libra. She's going to be joining later on to the south node, right? And here, your intuition is going to be end up getting together with something from within the past. You may be going to get things from the past. Maybe something from the past is going to be coming to you. A lot about the intuitions that goes on, and this is the energy at 6 o'clock in the morning. Midheaven is Gemini, which is that what the morning will be focused on the friendshipness, the third house in there. What is it going on with all this? So looking at within the chart, there is not much red, which is good. When you guys see in red color, you guys know about it, but the divine energies are here. The retrograde energies are here. They are working. They are progressive. And as I said, am I gonna feel sleepy? Am I gonna feel in different ways? So talking about that 7 o'clock in the morning, the midheaven and the ascendant is changing, as you see it in the chart. Right here, that triangle in there, that is going to be intensified. It's like, who is my friend and so on. But it's talking about the justifying. Okay, don't judge, but justifying things. Work within the truth, work within yourself, and let the things to be that were meant to be. As you see it, right in here on these positions, that is Mercury. Still, he has no aspects with other planets, and that is it about the time that you need to be quiet. You need to be a little bit dig from within. This is going to be going on for a while until the moon moves a little bit, and then the moon is going to be helping the Mercury to move with that point. What I'm suggesting you is this is the time of preset these revaluations of the harvest. Okay, we are going to the Libra season where the things are going to be on the scales. What did you do this year? What did you put into the ground? What did you harvested? How was your harvest? And what are you going to preparing for this upcoming fall? Usually October, it's about that time of the year that you're looking at the inside of you of what the things are, and also a lot of celebrations. So talking about with this, you're gonna feel this moments within yourself when some of the things are gonna be, I wish I could, and so on. But you're gonna have the next year pretty much the same period as long you do that revaluations, the power of the retrogrades. And there, as you see, the ascendant is at Libra and the midheaven, it's at Cancer. There is a intense square here, but as you see it, that midheaven is about working with Jupiter, who is retrograde, and working with the communications. Yes, in the family has to have a communications. When between people who are in a family and so on, there is no communications, there is no family. Okay, the truth is not there, the situation is not there. So what is happening between Cancer and Libra? If there is no communications between Cancer and Libra, guess what? Things are not going well. But if there is something that needs to be talked about and there is a pressures in there, it has to be talking out. It has to be working out. So looking at this, some of you may be experiencing situations that are beyond your control because all you can control is you. Now, talking about later on at 9 o'clock in the morning, midheaven is in Cancer. That is going to be opposing Pluto, lack of change. As you see, the moon joins her south node in there. Usually during this time, that is the intuitions that goes in with what did I have, what it was, what happened in there. Some of you may be going nostalgic. Somebody may be going in this mode of what is it cooking? What is this that I cannot get? What is it I'm opposing in there? And the knots are very kind of like right now asking for cardinal changes. What did you have? What do you are? And what is going on? So the Libra have to facing areas. What I mean by that is what you hadn't before, you have to look at what you can have of this moment as a areas. You to be a progressive. You to be getting this new fire within you. To get these new energies within you to fulfill what is coming into you. But that is, I know what I already know, but I need to know new things. I need to improve new things. And that's what the North Node in Aries it's calling about rebirth of the new things. Because later on, in about a year from now, the knots they're gonna go to Pisces in a Virgo. So we are gonna be dealing with all the healing. I am the spiritual and healing the spiritual on earth. Those are a very special time, guys. Very special. All right. So talking about later on at 10 o'clock, the energy is going to be calmed down. You're going to be okay. You're going to be feeling great talking about this, even though that the ascendant, the rising energies, they're coming in at Scorpio, and that midheaven is in Leo. They actually is not going to be intensified. As you see it in your chart, in there is not much going on. The only difference is if you're lacking and restrictions of transformations, which is Pluto is and about this. So if you want to transform, nobody can stop you. But if you don't want to transform, nobody can be able within this. As you see it in your chart, midheaven up there, which is this right here, as this line MC that it says, if you pay attention in there. It's moving, it is about 25 degrees exact at Leo. But that is it, those degrees, these divine energies we're talking about that comes in, this wisdom that comes in with Neptune and Chiron. A lot of that needs to be healed. But what do you need to heal? If you look at it, the South Node and the Moon, they are also in the divine energies with Neptune. You see it as something from the past that had to be healed is not healed. Something from the past that cannot be healed turns to your karma. Something that cannot be doing it, it goes back and stays in your cup. Okay, that's what this South Node is. South Node is also representing your past karma, your past actions, your past learnings, your past good, bad, and the ugly. Everything is there. While the North Node is what you're getting at now. Can that be on the base of the past? It is, because whatever the past was once was present at some point of time. So, talking about later on at noon, you guys already know about it. That at noon, that is the energy that matching with Mercury in there. As the Mercury begins to getting forward, he's gonna be connecting, specifically talking about with Jupiter and Taurus. It's gonna be take some little bit more time. He can move ahead in there, but that slow movement, it's gonna be predicted at this time because you're gonna feel in it like, okay, I need to talk of my growth. What happened to my growth? Why my growth is not good? Why my growth is not great? Why can I perform in the earth? What happened with my money? What happened with everything? What happened with all this? So you start thinking about it. We're not talking about don't make yourself failure. Failure is just part of the learning. Look at it inside of you, what you have not learned. And talking about 1 o'clock, you guys already know that the sun is there with from within. And talking about this, actually, I put 1 o'clock in the morning instead of 13 o'clock, and I'm looking at the chart, and it's like, it's not right. So here it is. You see a midheaven; it's very close to the sun. And the sun's now it's opposing Chiron and Neptune. It's like I don't want to heal this. I don't need to heal this. This can go in the past. I'm trusting the universe. I am trusting these transformations, and they can shows me the visions I need to do. Because what I see with these confrontations is that brings my sicknesses within me. Usually, Chiron opposing the sun is very tricky in there. That can leading even to a self-harm, self-sabotage at some point. And since that is this oppositions is putting pressure, you don't want to work it. You're working with the rest of the site. So if you look at it, this kite right here on the chart, okay, that blue kite, as you see it right here, and you see this opposition straight right here. I'm talking about those opposing sides is not helping. So in order you to put your authority and justify your actions, make your call to make adjustments, you are focused from within the North Node. You are focused on your divine missions, you are focused on the divine energies within yourself, and that's what you are going. Very beautiful, divine timing. And talking about later on at 2 o'clock, the midheaven it's together with Mars. Now it's focused on the masculine energies. As you see, the masculine right now it has these divine aspects with Jupiter. It's like what's going on with the growth, but at the same time, this sextile with Venus is still. You're gonna feeling the love, the proper way of love. That's it. That's what I'm going to be telling and getting it in that because Mars that masculine energy is like I know what is the right way. I know it's the right thing. I know there was the things that were going on. Maybe if you're on the other side of the feminine that had all the situations and no growth and no this and all that, you're revising right now this Venus retrograde in there. It's like what I need to do, what I need to change, what I need to look in there. So look at yourself what you have at 15 degrees because that's what Venus is here. You know, at 15 degrees of 32 minutes in there. That is in the mid of Leo. That is it. The whole energies of Leo right now is occupied with that. So later on at 3 p.m., that energy is changing, of course. Midheaven, it's at the edge between Libra and Scorpio. That's your inner work. But the rising energy is like, hey, you can look at it up on the skies, you know, within the air and so on and so on. But somebody has to do a work down here. Can't just be in the heavens, and you gotta be stepping down on the earth. And usually during this time, you're going to be looking at what should I need to do, these cardinal changes, these cardinal situations in there. But since like the ascendant, it is connecting with Mercury retrograde, and he's connecting with Saturn in a sextile. Saturn actually has a very beautiful trine with the North Node and the Moon. And when we're talking about this, things are going to be getting revealed. What this inner work has to be done. Midheaven, it's 29 degrees 30 minutes at Libra. It's pretty much entering Scorpio, but that is going to be giving us the heads up of what the end of the Libra season will be. So, talking about later on at 4 p.m. There, midheaven, as you guys see it in your chart, it's going off pretty much exactly the mid of Scorpio. You look at it, that square, that's what I was talking about, this 15 degrees, because of, look at it, Venus is in 15 degrees, Jupiter is in a 15 degrees, and you see the midheaven is in 15 degrees. That is this red triangle up here, as you see it in your chart. That is a known in astrology as T-square. The oppositions and the squares, they kind of like a closing itself. It kind of like a creates this grip in there. And if you have something within those zodiac signs, particularly if you have something at Aquarius of 15 degrees, that could be involved with all this, because that love, it's straightly shooting against that innovations. You can't shoot against Aquarius because Aquarius says I'm rebellious. You can shoot one arrow to me, I can shoot twice back. So you gotta be very careful with that energies in there. But we are talking about that through these processes that is been going on even since the last year. We talk about this constantly, about this Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo situations. It still has some things that needs to be done. It still have things that it needs to be revised. We have Uranus that is in Taurus, and we have Jupiter in Taurus. They are both retrograde. And pretty soon the moon soon is going to be moved into Scorpio. We are going to be dealing with this again, especially in about 2 days. We are going to be dealing with the moon squaring Venus and opposing Jupiter and Uranus. Things gonna get little heads up. I don't want to say want, but just heads up. Be mindful of your thoughts on the next 2 days. So talking about 5 o'clock midheaven, it goes, that's the inner work. It goes into the end of Scorpio. That is this squaring with Saturn and the mean Lilith. Actually, the true Lilith is together with Mercury. So some of you may be feeling the shadow, work within the shadow, talking to the shadow, and you're like, I don't know what's going on in here. That's what probably will be. But talking about this within at the end of the Scorpio season, there's going to be this energies with Saturn that is going to be telling what is going on. You can't be always being the hidden things. The truth, soon or later, is going to coming out. And now you're trying to find out some of the truths. Some of the truths could be risen past lives, past eras, maybe dealing with past reincarnations or something. But looking at in the past, don't stay in the past. Come back here in the present. Past is only a library, a reference, guys. And talking about the 6 p.m. Energy, Ascendant is together with Saturn there. It's opposing this Lilith. But looking at the midheaven, there is a divine energies with Jupiter, and Jupiter has a divine energies with the moon and the south node. If you look at it in there, the moon, it's at 26 degrees of that, and if you look at it, the south node is at 25 degrees. And if you look at the midheaven at that 13 degrees, it's providing that divine energies towards Jupiter at 15. So you see all those energies. Usually during this time, there is a divine growth guided that it's going to be coming to you. So pay attention. People talking. What are they talking about? Maybe something that all of a sudden the universe giving you an answer. Songs, books, messages, videos on YouTube, or something, whatever you are doing. Be mindful about this 6 p.m. Messages are coming. So at 7 p.m., as you see, the energy gets a little bit more reddish. Why? The ascendant is matching with Neptune, and midheaven is matching up there with in Sag, but create all this intensity with the positions of the sun, but also looking at in that energy, this additional squaring from midheaven, it actually puts more pressure. It's like, hey, look at that authority within you. It's gonna be kind of like a test. What are you going to do? Are you gonna use these intensified energies, or you are gonna be choose the harmonic and the divine energies as our authority? The harmonic divine energies, they are about you looking into a future. There's divine energies, but the harmonic energies, they are like, I will regrow, I will remake, I will retransmute, I will transform, reinvent myself. When are you gonna be doing all this? Aquarius season, guys. But you're preparing now. So talking about that 8 p.m. Energy there, midheaven is at Capricorn. Time to do that inner work on yourself, about to regrow things, readjust things, retalk things. As you see that midheaven has this beautiful trines with Mercury at this time, but midheaven, it is squaring Mars. Mars is, come on, the things has to move. Impatience, impatience, impatience. Patience, my friends. Everything that goes on and it's built right. You to have these masculine energies, learn the patience from within. Because that's how the patience is the balance. Everyone can aggravate the judge, but the judge's job is to have and maintain the peace in the courtroom. Get it? You are all of those. Okay? You are the one who can control these energies inside of you. All right, so talking about that 9 p.m. There, you see the midheaven goes with Pluto. A lot of red lines at this side with the moon and the south node. And is your past continue down? The past karma is destructing you. That the past karma is coming in there. What is that all about? Just something has to do with the mother. There is something has to do with your emotions of love. What happened? Confirmations. What happened in there? What did you do without all this? So there's gonna be something that's gonna be coming in and trigger you in the next few days about that. Okay, but specifically, I'm talking about right now as you listen to this report, you're gonna find out in there that what you have not clear. But the only way to do this is to heal. Go into a Chiron, go into see what's in the pain. Dive within the pain as I talk in my main channel and look at it in there. And the pain is gonna give you the answer. Basically, dive within the cup. Dive within the cup of what you have collected within your south node and look at it in there. There's a lot of informations because that's what you came with. That's what you choose this. And that's what in your chart you choose to have. Past karma, what did you see? And the north node, the present, what you came here for. If you need some personal readings, they are available. All right, so talking about at 10 p.m. Energies in there. As you see, the ascendant is going to Gemini. That's how you're going to bet. You're going to bet you're gonna rising with the Gemini energies. That's why you gotta be very careful how you going to bet. Are you a friend to yourself or what is? As you see it, the ascendant is a squaring Saturn. That's this red line up here. But the ascendant is very good with Chiron. I'm healing myself. I'm doing it, the things about myself. And that is what is important to me. I'm going to be working on reinventing myself and re-talk to myself. Beautiful time because midheaven of Aquarius, it is pointing down towards Virgo. Virgo, Aquarius, divine energies. And we're talking about a little adjustment wrong up here, but there he is. There you go. All right. So as you see it, the rising energies are at Gemini. So the ascendant is at 20 degrees. Midheaven, it is over at 25 degrees of Aquarius. Straight oppositions towards the mean Lilith, but look at it in there. Midheaven is a beautiful trine. Those blue lines up here that it comes in with the south node and the moon, and you are getting this revaluations of the past, this beautiful energy that it comes in. It tells you, here's what happened, here what it was, here's what you need to do, relearn this, redo this, and everything else is gonna be okay as long as you maintain the balance of understanding. There is not a like a strict judgment in there. All right, it's not a sentence like, "Oh my God, I'm sentenced and it's gonna be forever and ever, amen." No, it's a lesson, and that's what Saturn is gonna tell you. I told you so. Some of you may be gonna hear this. I told you so. All right, guys. So thank you so much for watching it. I appreciate it. And come back tomorrow. See what the sky is cooking for us. All right, guys. Love you so much. Be love, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.